Keeping all this money. Alright, so everyone is in the lobby now. Okay. So we got everyone in here. Just gotta wait on a few more people to ready up. My neighbors are doing construction, so hopefully that doesn't affect the stream. I'm in love. Alright. Waiting on Rd.7 right now, and then we will get Rd going. Not quite sure why Rd.7 hasn't readied up yet. I think I'm just gonna start it. Unless he's gonna ready up here soon. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna go. He should be ready. Oh, yeah, there he goes. Alright. So we're gonna get going with Heat 1. We're gonna get this going, baby. Alright, so we just gotta wait for everyone to put in their setups. And then we'll get this show going. Nah, I haven't sent out my donations yet. I'm probably gonna get the capture card by next week though. Alright, so let's get this Heat 01 going. We're gonna watch Essex Corey off the start. He does not get that good of a jump. Cheeseheads get a nice jump. It looks like Rd.7 able to sneak up the. Thanks, Cody. That's very nice. It should be set up soon though. The Iowa Hawkeyes passing Rd.7 and kind of getting away with it off the start. Looks like there's some craziness. Someone just flew into the stands. I think that was Cheeseheads. Getting a little bit too much speed in the whoops there. Looks like Winter up to second. Clickstar in third. Looks like Essex Corey in fifth now after Cheeseheads gets back around him. Looks like we're going to have a few people case the finish line. It's going to allow Dynamic Snipes to sneak up into fourth. So Dynamic Snipes doing pretty good off the start. It's like Slurp crashed and drops back to 8th. It's like Mason LU and Mesky not doing too great off the bat. Looks like Iowa Hawkeyes for the most part is running away with this track right now. And Clickstar in second with almost no gap between him and Essex Corey. Looks like Essex Corey. So Clickstar almost loops out in the flat corner. That allows Essex Corey to get right there now. Essex Corey would have gone outside. He might have been able to get around him. But that would have been super hard to predict. Look at Essex Corey going up the inside. Clickstar cuts under. Gonna roll a wall jump. Looks like Essex Corey making the pass happen. Now it looks like Winter trying to get around Clickstar. Looks like Clickstar actually getting back around Essex Corey since Essex Corey messed that section up before the finish line. Essex Corey went for the big line there but cased it, so wasn't able to use it to his advantage. Winter right there too, so if any of these two guys make a mistake, it could be Winter's spot. It's like Winter making the pass, trying to make the pass on Essex Corey, can't make it happen. Winter gonna cut down, get a run through the whoops. Can't quite get there. Looks like Clickstar going down in the whoops. Looks like he stopped. My guess is the controller died or disconnected or something. Tough break for Clickstar. It's going to be interesting to hear the story on that one. Looks like Dynamic Snipes and Cheeseheads doing a little bumping and bagging. Looks like Winter got around Essex Corey now. Essex Corey's trying to get him back. It's like Corey drops back behind him, doesn't want to take either of them out. It's like Dynamic Snipes and Clickstar battling now. Dynamic Snipes going to the outside. Doesn't triple in. Goes for the double triple. Looks like he gets a better run. But doesn't clear the finish line. It's like going down. Slurp down again. Slurp's gone down a bunch of times this moto. Looks like that was Dynamic Snipes going down now. That allows Rd.7 to go by. So a lot of people going down right now. This track is very technical. It's like Winter and Essex Corey still battling. Essex Corey is not letting Winter get away at all. He is going to run this down to the end. Looks like someone going off the corner there. That was Rd.7 going off the corner. Looks like now Dynamic Snipes right behind Rd.7. Gonna hopefully try and pass him back. Shoots it up the inside. Definitely committed to that pass. It's gonna be interesting if Rd.7 kind of returns the favor. Someone going off the side of the track. Not sure what's going on with Clickstar. Looks like his controller might have disconnected again. He went straight over there. Looks like Dynamic Snipes gets passed by Rd.7. Like Mason LU getting by Clickstar. I'm quite sure what's going on with Clickstar. Seems to just randomly just kind of lose control of the bike. So Rd.7 going down after he's trying to get around Cheesehead. That's going to allow Dynamic Snipes back by. Right now Cheesehead's sitting on the transfer spot with half to go. So if he can just continue what he's doing, he should have a spot in the main. It's like Rd.7 kind of bumping Dynamic Snipes back. Rd.7 trying to commit to that pass. Didn't quite get the drive though. Kind of messed up his next rhythm section. The whoop section. It's like Winter and Essex Corey still battling. Looks like Essex Corey has reeled him in again. Essex Corey trying everything he can to get Winter back. Looks like Rd.7 and Dynamic Snipes still battling. Looks like Dynamic Snipes going down actually. So he gives Rd.7 that 6th place spot back. It's looking like Iowa Hawkeye's just absolutely destroying everyone right now. He's got a 15-second gap over 2nd place. So Iowa Hawkeyes could definitely be a contender tonight for the win. Looks like Cheesehead's, let's say, got about a 3-second gap. Yep, I guess that right. Over Rd.7 right now. So Rd.7 is definitely going to be able to take that transfer spot away if he keeps on ripping like he is right now. Looks like Mason LU and Mesky are battling now. So they have found each other. It's like Rd.7 actually right on Cheeseheads now. Cheeseheads makes one mistake. It is definitely going to be Rd.7's transfer spot. That's definitely a stretch, that double. You have to roll the wall jump perfectly. Rd.7 going around Cheeseheads. Like Cheeseheads wasn't even moving there. Cheeseheads messed up the section before the step on step off. Like Rd.7 going down though. Where's Dynamic Snipes? Dynamic Snipes right on Rd.7 now. Looks like he messes up that rhythm section though. Doesn't get around him. But this could potentially lead to a 3-way battle. And as I say that, Dynamic Snipes goes down. So Rd.7 looks like he's already reeling in Cheeseheads. And it looks like Cheeseheads actually went down. So Rd.7 takes the transfer spot now. Dynamic Snipes should be able to get by Cheeseheads, since Rd.7 and Dynamic Snipes have been running a faster pace. Yeah, the commentator's curse is coming in hard tonight. Pretty much anytime I say anything about anyone, they just crash. Let's hope that chills out during the night though. So it looks like Essex Corey was actually able to get around Winter at one point. So Essex Corey up into 2nd. It's like Slurp 3rd, who got around Winter. So Slurp driving through the pack. Must be he's running a good pace. Then Rd.7, who just took your transfer spot. Looks like Dynamic Snipes has caught Cheeseheads. Looks like Dynamic Snipes trying to go around the outside. Makes it happen. So Dynamic Snipes takes 6th place away from Cheeseheads. Doesn't slide out of the corner this time. So Dynamic Snipes, let's say, officially has that spot. Looks like Slurp is reeling in Essex Corey. Not sure where the leader is. Looks like it's going to be close on the time. Is he going to wait up, or... He got there just as the time ended, so it's going to still be 2 laps to go. So that could be a bad for some of these guys, because that gives more time to make mistakes, but good for others because it gives more time to make it up. Since that was so close to get to the line, that means that it should be like that in the other heat race, or we can compare paces through that way too. Looks like Slurp right on Essex Corey now. Slurp looks like he's gonna make the pass happen. Just gotta close the door. So Slurp up into 2nd. Slurp got a good start, but he crashed almost right away, and he kept on crashing. He was almost in last. So Slurp with a good ride this moto. Looks like Rd.7's got probably close to a 10-second lead over Dynamic Snipes right now. It's going to be extremely hard for Dynamic Snipes to get to that transfer spot. It's actually a 14-second lead. It's a lot of time to make up in just 1 lap. Looks like Rd.7 has reeled in Winter. So Rd.7 could potentially clinch 4th place. Yeah, Heat 2 is definitely going to be a stacked one. Looks like Rd.7 gets over the triple, so he's going to go around Winter. His finish line is really hard for people to clear today. So Winter in 5th place now. Looks like Cheeseheads and Clickstar got around Dynamic Snipes, so Dynamic Snipes must have made a mistake. Looks like Dynamic Snipes going triple in. Seem to be a little bit faster than double in. It's going to be interesting to see what lines people use tonight. Looks like Dynamic Snipes getting stuck on some tough blocks. So he loses a ton of time there. I saw Slurp go down, so that's going to allow Essex Corey to get closer to him. Looks like Clickstar rage quitting. Looks like a little Mesky leaving too. Slurp trying to hold off that 2nd place spot over Essex Corey. It's no big deal, Clickstar. Everyone gets kind of cranky. Looks like Essex Corey making the pass on Slurp in the last rhythm section. So Essex Corey gets around Slurp. Looks like Rd.7 going to come around in 4th, and Winter in your final transfer spot, taking 5th place. So I believe the final order was Iowa Hawkeyes, Essex Corey, Slurp, Rd.7, Winter, Cheeseheads, Dynamic Snipes, Mason LU, Mesky, Clickstar. So that was Heat 1. Let's get this Heat 2 going, baby. I don't know if you guys can hear that grumble. I'm gonna try to see. I don't know if you guys can hear that grumble. Yeah, I don't think you guys can hear it, but dun, dun. My neighbors are like pouring concrete, so it's pretty loud. well, suppose I'm going to be getting a capture card soon, so that's gonna allow me to stream through my PC, which should actually make the quality better, and then I can do overlays and fancy stuff like that. So that's pretty hype. Money. We're gonna get these invites out for Heat 2. Oh, looks like we got Yoshimura racing tonight again. It's good to see he's back in racing. Alright, so the invites are out. Alright, so looks like most of the people getting in here pretty quickly. We're just waiting on 2 more people. Alright, so just waiting on 1 more person actually. I don't know why I said 2 more people. But he is in here now, so now we just gotta wait for them to put in their setups. And while they do that, I should probably put in the track. Because, you know, I gotta do my job too. Alright, so looks like we're just waiting on Bean Smoked and Rick Rock to ready up. Alright, it's waiting on Bean Smoke now. Come on, Bean. I know that probably Dynamic or someone is watching this stream. So can you tell Bean to ready up? There we go. Yep, there we go. Alright, so check my settings one last time. And we are ready to go, so alright, I'm getting right into Heat 2. Alrighty, so we're just waiting on Mean Mug to get his setup in. And he did that, so let's get Heat 2 ripping. Anyone's guesses on who's gonna pull the whole shot? I'm gonna say it's Bean Smoked. Nope, not Bean Smoked. Looks like someone on the outside. Not quite sure, can't really get to them right now. So it looks like Squale pulling a nice hole shot. Looks like he's got Axis right behind him. It's like Parker bumping Axis and getting by him. So Squale, Parker, Axis off the start. Got Yoshimura right behind them. Looks like there's some people going off the track. Ultimately. So looks like Axis choosing to go double over the first one. Didn't seem to be any faster, just seemed to be very like the same. But Parker able to get around him. Squale with a nice lead already. Looks like Axis trying to go up the inside. Looks like he's able to do so. Parker gets a better drive, so Parker gets Axis back. Axis tries to go up the inside, bumps Parker. Parker goes off the track. I know that wasn't intentional by Axis, because Axis didn't bump him very hard. But Axis goes down, so Yoshimura going up into second place. Parker and Axis having an insane battle right now. This early on, too. It's like Axis working his way around the inside. They're going side by side. It's like Axis follows behind. Doesn't want to do anything dumb and ruin these guys' chances. Let's see if Axis opts to go for the other line. Nope, they both roll this time. It's like Axis getting a little bit sideways, trying to scrub it. It's like Axis get over. So there's a pretty big battle for the transfer spot, it appears. Looks like Beza is currently in the transfer spot with Tommy Wack right behind him. Looks like Axis is still, Parker's still battling though. These guys are absolutely insane. Both just holding it wide open the entire time. We got someone saying Clapper's gonna win. You know, you never know. Some people just are gonna have an on day. It's like Yoshimura getting a little bit sideways in front of him. So Parker going around Yoshimura. Yoshimura loops out. That allows Axis by. It's like Axis gonna go up the inside. Parker cuts down. Doesn't make the pass happen. So Axis moving up into second place. Got Clapper in eighth. Seems to be a fan favorite right now. Battling with Bean Smoke. We're going to cut up the inside. Clapper makes the pass on Bean Smoke for 7th place. It's an extremely stacked heat though. The top 5 that you have in this heat race could be a top 5 in a main. So this is just an extremely stacked heat. It actually wouldn't surprise me if this was a top 5 in the main. If we had a Fantasy SX, oh, we should actually. Cody, get on that. We need to have a Fantasy SX. That'd be so sick. So Squale sitting in first right now. You got Axis in second. Parker looks like he's falling back from Axis a little bit. Not a whole lot though. Then Yoshimura, who's pretty much directly in between Parker and Beza. But there's a extreme battle going on right now for the transfer spot. It's like Tommy Wack trying to get around Beza. Tommy Whack. Not looking like he's quite reeling in bases. They're kind of going the same pace right now. Tommy Whack reeled him in though now. So Tommy Whack definitely has Beza within striking distance. He's kind of right behind him right now. Wasn't trying to go for the pass. Looks like it almost messed him up though. Beza going a little bit too hot into that corner. Losing some time. Looks like Tommy Whack experiencing a little bit of lag. Clapper a little bit too far back to make the pass on him. Tommy Whack working on getting around Beza for that transfer spot. So Beza got around him at one point, and now Tommy Whack's just trying to get him back. Tommy Whack goes over the bars. Looks like that's actually going to allow Clapper to get closer to Tommy Whack. Clapper's actually having a good run right now. He was backed by Beansmoked. Clapper just reeled in Tommy Whack. Beza having a good run right now. Just staying super consistent. Commentator's curse kicks in right there. Just as I say that, he crashes off the track. That's going to allow Tommy Whack to get right there. Tommy Whack driving into the corner. That was more of a racing incident. Tommy Whack tapped the back of him and he kind of spun around. It's like Beza goes down again. Clapper up into 6th place right behind Tommy Whack. So Clapper trying to get that transfer spot into the main. Clapper looks like he's falling back from Tommy Whack a little bit. Anyhow, it doesn't look like the top 4 have changed at all. So Tommy Whack making that transfer spot. We still got 3.5 minutes left to go. But as I say that, Tommy Whack cases the double. That's going to allow Clapper to get right there. We got someone here saying Clapper's slow. Don't know why, but Tommy Whack goes off the track there. Actually saves it pretty well. Alright, Caleb, we'll see you in a little bit, I guess. You got Clapper, who actually worked his way up into 5th place. So, what's up, Dirt Shark? Tommy Whack. You just got passed by Clapper. So Clapper made it into that transfer spot after being back in about 10th. Not 10th, I would say like 9th or 8th. But he's definitely had a hard charge this race. And it's definitely paying off. But Tommy Whack going around the outside of him. Clapper jumps the wall jump. Isn't able to get over that double completely. What's up, Milazzo? Yeah. So Clapper drops back to 6th there. Tommy Whack takes the transfer spot back. Looks like Beza got passed by Rick Rock too, so Beza's race is kind of falling apart at the moment. Tommy Whack. I mean, I don't know. I don't think Clapper's the type of guy to take him out. I mean, he would get kicked from the race and then not make it into the main, but you know, when it comes to the last corner, though, anything goes. So if you can stay right there. Yeah, a lot of people say this game is unrealistic, but I don't think the game was intended to be realistic, you know? If it was like MX Sim, like literally called MX Sim, and looked like this, then that would be kind of weird, but, you know, it is what it is. Clapper reeling in Tommy Whack, because we've got Willie Bars in the chat. I streamed his tournament from Sunday, so you can could go back to Sunday and you could watch that stream again. There's some pretty good racing that happened there too. So Clapper not getting a good line through that section, so allows Tommy Wack to get away a little bit. Everyone is currently spread out. The closest battle is these two. Just Clapper trying everything he can to catch up. It's almost messing him up. Where's Squale? Squale crossed the finish line with 8 seconds left to go, so that means that they would be 8 seconds faster than last heat race, which is pretty crazy. And my dog wants to go outside. It's tough. So yeah, custom tracks do make it look worse. We got someone here saying Axis is slow. I mean, right now, Squale is putting on a clinic. He is 16 seconds ahead of Axis right now. So Squale would want to do this for the final. Got a little Beansmoke letting the guys by. Beansmoke, just a nice guy, always loving to do tournaments. Yeah, Squale is definitely on rails tonight. Right now for the championship, Squale would have to make up 6 points to keep his hopes alive. Although it is unrealistic, but it's also a sick game. Super fun to mess around on. Pretty much any motocross game is super fun. It's not really a terrible super motocross game. Except for MXGP when it first came out. That was the first game that I bought, and I was just like, this ain't it. But now it's better now, so I'm excited for if we start doing tournaments again on MXGP. Because at one point the Supercross games will die, and then we'll have to go to motocross on MXGP, and that's gonna be sick. Yeah, Xbox is going to GP, I heard. So, it'd be kind of interesting. Because I know GP got fixed now. And I've played it with my friends a few times. It's actually a really fun game. Right now, everyone's spread out. It's like it's final lap. It's like Yoshimura trying to get around Parker. IOMA GP series coming soon. That's pretty sick. I was wishing we had tracks like this on Xbox. We got some really good track builders on PlayStation. I would say the top 3 are probably Beansmoked, SX, Corey, and Willy Bars. So, the results at the line, it looks like Clapper's too far back to get that 5th place transfer spot. So, the results at the line is Squale first, Axis second, Parker third, Yoshimura fourth, Tommy Wack fifth, Clapper sixth, Rick Rock seventh, Beza eighth, Mean Mug ninth, and Bean Smoke 10th. Yeah, Strack is good at making tracks. I've actually seen a sneak peek to the Xbox finale, and all you Xbox guys should be pretty hyped up for it. It's a sweet track. Let's get this LCQ lobby made. A dog. So annoying. Alright, so I got the LCQ list right in front of me. Just getting them invites out. This is always the boring part of the stream. What's up? We got wasabi. That was the cue. It's definitely a stacked LCQ. Half of these guys usually make it to the main, so this is going to be a very tight LCQ. Alright, so the LCQ invites are sent out. We just gotta wait for everyone to join. So we've got people joining in here pretty fast. So we got 7 people in here right now. Now we got, well, technically 7, you know. Looks like more people are joining in though. Don't know if Clickstar is gonna make it to this one. Pretty sure he said he's not racing anymore. Looks like the other guy we're missing is Wasabi. No, we have Wasabi. Who else are we missing? Like Mason LU. Send them both one more invite. Set a timer right now. And we'll see how long it takes. We'll give them like a minute. And after a minute, we'll get the show on the road. Alright, I don't think these guys are gonna join. If they were, they probably would have joined by now. It's just an educated guess. So, we are just gonna get this race going. Got him rid of the track. That would have been bad. Would have probably lost my job. But, so I got the track in there to check my settings one last time, and it looks like we're gonna get this going. Well, this night should go by better than it did last night, 'cause last night the servers went down. Last week, I mean, the servers went down. This LCQ is packed. Guys that could potentially win this LCQ include Wasabi, Clapper, Dynamic, Rick Rock, and Meanwhile. All those guys usually make it to the main, so this is going to be a really tight LCQ. You're going to see some insane battles. Waiting on Beansmoked and Dynamic to get themselves readied up and their setups in. There must be something going on with Press X Racing and their setups. We got someone in the chat saying Clapper's got this. So he's got some fan support. Just waiting on Dynamic Snipes to get his setup in. He's got to get this in pretty soon, I think. All right, I think Dynamic's good. Dynamics. We'll watch Cheeseheads off the start since he pulled the whole shot in his heat race. Like he doesn't do it this first time, but Mean Mug pulling an insane jump. Got Rick Rock in 7. 6 there. So right now transfer spot is Wasabi and Bean Smoked. Looks like Bean Smoked getting pushed off the corner. Looks like Bean Smoked stopped. Not sure why those guys both stopped. Bean Smoked left. Not sure what's going on. But anyhow, so we got Mean Mug. We just got stuck on tough blocks and let a bunch of guys by, but Wasabi. Yeah, he's still sitting there though, you know, so. Clapper up in 2nd. Looks like Clapper goes down. So Rick Rock up into the transfer spot. Looks like Mean Mug. In 4th. Looks like Clapper got back around him, so Clapper already back up into 3rd after crashing. So Clapper's definitely on a mission. It's like he's getting all sketchy. Clapper up back into second place. Rick Rock right behind him though. So Rick Rock third place. Getting around Clapper on the inside. It's a nice block pass by Rick Rock. Executed that nicely. It's like Wasabi made a mistake in the whoops that allows Clapper and Rick Rock by him. Looks like it's a three-way battle for the lead now. Looks like Wasabi getting by Rick Rock, bumping into Clapper. Looks like Mean Mug was going to get in the mix. But looks like him and Wasabi both went down. So right now Rick Rock leading the LCQ. You got Clapper in second place behind him. Mean Mug third and Wasabi dropping back to fourth. So right now Wasabi had the lead, was sitting in a good spot. Drops back down to fourth. So right now Clapper taking the lead. Got Rick Rock second place. Wasabi third, trying to get back a Rick Rock or someone. There's only a minute left to go. Go. So Rick Rock and Clapper, who are both outside of the top two earlier on, are the top two. It's like Wasabi right there on Rick Rock, trying to make it happen. Looks like you're gonna get there just before time expires, so 2 more laps to go. Looks like Wasabi gets around Rick Rock. Now Rick Rock has 2 laps to get him back. There's a battle for 4th place between Cheeseheads and Mean Mug. Cheeseheads moving up to 4th. Rick Rock right there on Wasabi, not letting him get away at all. So Rick Rock is trying everything he can to make it happen. Looks like Wasabi goes down, so that allows Rick Rock to move up into 2nd place. And it appears that they're actually reeling in Clapper. Coming around to the finish line, it's going to be 1 lap to go. So Wasabi going down again, so it's going to be pretty tough for Wasabi to make it into the transfer spot now. He's got a pretty big gap to make up. Looks like Wasabi reeling in Rick Rock just a little bit. Will it be enough though? Guess we will find out. So Wasabi, looks like he reeled him in, but he's staying about to where he was. It's gonna be Wasabi goes for the takeout. Might have been better if Wasabi waited one more corner. It's like Rick Rock toying with him. So Clapper taken first, Rick Rock second. Wasabi, Mean Mug, Cheeseheads, Bays, and Dynamic Snipes and Bean Smoke all gonna be going to the B main. Someone doing a stoppie. Basin is messing around. And then you got Dynamic Snipes being AFK. Results: Clapper first, Rick Rock second, Wasabi Mug fourth, Cheeseheads fifth, Beza sixth, Dynamic Snipe seventh, and Bean Smoke actually seventh, and Dynamic Snipes eighth. Alright, so we just got the main event left today. Races have gone pretty smooth. For the main event, we do gate picks for the top two in each heat race. So we'll get these invites out and we'll get racing ASAP. My dog's coming to say what's up. Ooh. Stop it, Sid. Do not lick my leg. Clapper's the fastest out there, no doubt. I guess we'll see for the main event. It's got 3 more invites to do. Alright, so the invites are out for the main event. I'll get the track put in so I do not forget about that. So people are joining the lobby. We got 5 people in here right now. Not sure why nobody else is joining. So we got a few more people coming in here. Okay, since we got most people in here, I should be able to start managing the gate picks. SX Corey want a gate 6. Axis wants gate 4. Iowa Hawkeyes wanting gate 5. And we gotta wait for more people to join in here before we do gate 3. So who are we missing? We got, looks like we're missing Rd.7 and Slurp. Those 2 guys in here. Not sure what's taken Slurp so long. If Slurp doesn't join here, I'll start a timer right now. We're gonna invite Wasabi. We'll see if we can get Squally Gate 3 yet. And we can. Okay, Slurp's coming. We do have news of that. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 dun. Alright. It actually has been 2 minutes since we sent Slurp's second invite. So, do I go to Wasabi? Alright, we're giving him 1 more minute. Dun, dun, dun. Du, 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 du. Does anybody know how long it's gonna take for Slurp to get in? It looks like we just lost Winter. Okay, so we got Wasabi and Winter in here now. Okay, we gotta fix the gates now. Thanks for the reminder. So now we got Slurp in here. Axis, what gate did Axis want? Axis wanted gate 4. Alright, so Squally gate 3, yep. Corey gate 6, yep. Just checking on Corey's gate. Where's Corey? There he is. Alright. So now we can finally get this main event going. Iowa Hawkeyes, you ready? Why did it say you're still gate 10? That is annoying as crap. I'm pretty sure we're good to go now. Yep, we're good to go. Alrighty, let's get this main event underway. Dun. Okay, so just gotta wait for everyone to get their setups in, and we will get going with this main event. Alrighty, everyone's setups are in. So let's get this main event started. I don't know why I'm in that view, but we are watching. It's like Squale getting a good jump again. So Squale's 2 for 2 for hole shots. So he's been having good starts. We like Clapper in 3rd place. So Clapper also getting a hole shot. Looks like Yoshimura right in front of him in 2nd. Winter in 4th. Tommy Wack 5th. Looks like some people going down after the whoops. It's getting pretty hectic. Where is Axis? Axis in 7th. So Squale doing what he needs to do off the start. And we just gotta stay consistent. Looks like Clapper was one of the people to go down, so Clapper back to 11th. Looks like Iowa Hawkeyes right behind Slurp now, so Slurp in 3rd. Looks like Slurp got kind of blocked past by Iowa Hawkeyes. It messed him up. Kind of took out Dizzle trying to get back onto the track. Dizzle and Axis, so Axis in 11th. Axis not getting the start he needed at all. So definitely going to be trying everything he can to make some passes. Looks like Squale sitting in 1st right now. Got Yoshimura 2nd. Right behind him, you got Iowa Hawkeyes, and then behind him is Parker in 4th. Tommy Wack in 5th. Looks like Yoshimura is not letting Squale get ahead of him at all. Squale goes down. So Squale giving up his lead. Squale needed that lead to keep the championship alive. He needs to gain 6 points on Axis. So I believe that would mean that he would have to get 1st and Axis would have to get 4th or 5th. So yeah, Axis have to place 4th if Squale wins this. Well, it looks like Axis already worked his way up to 5th after being in 11th just 2 laps ago. Almost a lap ago, actually. So Axis is on rails. Squale is working to get around Yoshimura. Squale going up to the inside. Looks like he makes the pass happen. Looks like Iowa Hawkeyes not trying to get by Yoshimura. Axis up to 4th now. So if this was a perfect night for Squale, that should have been the last lap. But that's just not how it is. So Axis gonna have to really try to make it up more positions. It's like Iowa Hawkeye is on Yoshimura. Looks like he tries to go up the inside, doesn't make it happen. Will he cut underneath and make it happen? Looks like they bump. None of them made a pass there. Just some good old battling. Axis in 4th. Doesn't really look like he's catching them at all. Oh my gosh, what a train of people. This group of people from what place? 7th back. They're just all right there. Looks like Axis now actually has reeled him in. Goes for the double over. Cases it. Loses some time. Definitely had to send that knowing that Iowa Hawkeye was going to be right there. But Axis right there now. Trying to make him move up the inside. Iowa guards it so Axis can't get around him. It's like Axis is right there tries to cut and gain more time. Just can't make anything work. These guys are all running almost identical lines. Looks like Axis is just running a follow right now, not trying to mess up his race by crashing at all. Looks like Axis cuts underneath. Iowa Hawkeyes makes it happen. A little bit aggressive. Yoshimura still in 2nd. Axis going for that double over on the first one. Seemed to be way faster since Yoshimura crashed. So Axis up to 2nd. The real question now is, will Axis catch Squale? Or will Squale run away with this one tonight? Looks like there's 3 wave battles back here. Everyone's just kind of right next to each other in the last couple positions. It's like Rd.7 making the pass on Winter. It's like Clapper in 10th right now. Right behind Rick Rock, who he battled with in the LCQ. Slurp on Essex Corey right now. There's a few battles going on. Everyone's still right there. Looks like Slurp trying to get a drive, runs it in the back of Essex Corey. So he boosts Essex Corey and loses a bunch of ground on himself. Just saw timing scoring update there. That looks like Squale's got a 10-second lead on Axis. going to be interesting to see if Axis eats away at that. But it looks like Iowa Hawkeye's staying right there with Axis. Squale just taking the lead. Yeah, Squale missed round one, so this championship would be a lot closer if Squale didn't miss a round. Clapper looks like he's holding off Ardizzle for 10th place. Looks like Iowa Hawkeye's right on Axis now. He's even attempting to make the pass. Looks like Axis pulled away a little bit. Slurp got around SX Corey. Looks like Winter got around Clapper and Ardizzle. SX Corey is not letting Slurp get away from him at all. We're almost halfway through this race. Not really many extreme battles going on right now. Looks like Squale is keeping the lead the same. Now it's 11 seconds. He's actually gained a little bit. Iowa Hawkeye's still right there with Axis. Iowa Hawkeye's definitely not just giving this position to Axis. Staying right there. Looks like Clapper's still trying to get back Winter. Just can't make it happen. Even with Winter casing the finish line. Just can't do it. So looks like Slurpus got Tommy Whack, so this could turn into a battle. Like Slurp hitting some tough blocks though. He still gets over that second double actually. So Slurp catching up to Tommy. Slurp definitely hit the finish line smoother. Goes around the outside. Looking like he's gonna get Tommy. So Slurp moves into that 6th place position. Squale just ripping tonight, doing everything he needs to do. Pulled both hole shots. He's just been on rails. Looks like Axis lowered the gap down to 8 seconds. It looks like Winter and Clapper are still battling. So these guys just going at it the entire race. Looks like Clapper goes for the pass, makes it happen. So Clapper makes the pass for 10th. Looks like Slurp has already caught Yoshimura and Parker. So Slurp on rails. Last week, Slurp did the exact same thing, made up a bunch of positions, but then he crashed in the final corner and lost 2 positions. So repeat tonight. Looks like Yoshimura trying everything to get around Parker. I saw some people lagging in the corner. Art is getting around Winter and Clapper. You know, Yoshimura absolutely all over Parker. Trying everything he can do. Looks like the gap for the lead is down to 6 seconds. So that is going to be something to watch. These final laps coming up. Look at how close Slurp is to these two now. So Slurp definitely running faster laps than these 2 guys in front of him. So Slurp going on the inside of Yoshimura. Now he is right behind Parker. Looks like Yoshimura trying to get him back. It's a better drive. Slurp absolutely ripping. Trying everything he can do to get around Parker. Looks like he's gonna get a run on the whoops and try to cut to the inside. Almost side by side coming over the wall jump. Slurp loops out and loses it all the time he's made up in these last few laps. Looks like the Clapper just goes down into some tough blocks and gives the spot to Winter. Looks like Clapper trying to get him back though. Why didn't he be able to do it in the whoops? Looks like Clapper doesn't get the drive he needs though. Lands on some tough blocks and dies again. Looks like Yoshimura went down. So that allowed Slurp to get back by. So Slurp up into 5th. Looks like Iowa Hawkeye's making some mistakes. So that's going to allow Parker to get closer to him. Not any battles going on right now. As you can look on the mini-map, no one is close together. Looks like Clapper Crashing into some tough blocks. Looks like he also let Axis by. So Clapper letting Axis by, having to let him by twice. Good sportsmanship letting Axis by. It's never cool when you see the lappers taking out leaders. So Ardizzle and Winter battling. Looks like Ardizzle goes up the inside of Winter. Kind of jumps into the corner. I really screwed up Winter. That was mainly just a racing incident though. When you're singling into a corner, you can't really control it. Looks like Slurp getting around Parker. Parker trying to get him back. Slurp cuts down. Makes the pass actually happen. So Slurp up into fourth. And Iowa Hawkeyes isn't too far ahead of him. Looks like Ardizzle leaving the match. I have to make sure Winter gets over. Let's Axis by. Let's him by on the inside there. Not really any battles going on. It's like Tommy Wack reeling in Yoshimura again. So there's 2 laps to go until the end, which this might actually make it last lap. So now it's last lap. Will Axis be able to catch Squale? This definitely isn't impossible. Squale makes one mistake, it's only a 4-second gap. So this could turn into a last lap battle. Looks like Tommy Wack right on Yoshimura though. Tommy Wack making the pass on Yoshimura around the outside. So everyone's spread out again. Who was that went down? Pretty sure that was... I don't even know who that was. Maybe it was Slurp. Somebody went down. Anyhow, at Squale, doing everything he needed to do in this main event. Pulled the whole shot, got out front, crashed, got back out front, and pretty much led this race from start to finish. So Squale coming around with the win. Axis picking up 2nd place after being 11th. Looks like Iowa Hawkeyes is going to be able to hold off for 3rd place. Looks like in 4th place, Slurp, who had an insane charge through the middle of the race and worked his way up to 4th. Looks like Parker should be able to come around in 5th. So Parker getting a nice top 5 finish in the main. So Squale, Axis, Iowa Hawkeyes, Slurp, Parker, Tommy Wack, Yoshimura, Essex Corey, Rick Rock, Winter, Clapper, and Ardizzle is the final results of the main event. Alrighty, guys. Thank you for tuning in to round 7. I will see you guys next week. And on Sunday, I'm starting to stream Wheelie Bars pop-up race tournament. So I'll have more info on that later. But thank you guys all for watching this stream, and I'll see you next week.